during the 1902 fire that destroyed the business sector of town.
Well, of course, that was the big thing in 1902. There were two things that happened in 1902, and that was the big one that involved so many people. Started down on what is now Main Street in one of the buildings behind not right on the street, but right behind, some kind of a foundry thing in Sparks. It was been a real dry year, and some of the sparks started a fire back there, and some of the people who were living at the time said that it was, they didn't think too much about it. It got to be about the size of a automobile, something, and they thought, well, you know, they'll have it out in a little while, but the wind blew and it spread and went all the way up that side of Main Street. The buildings were all wooden, and went up that side of Main Street and crossed over to where our law office is, Morris, Haynes, Ingram, Hornsby, right on the corner across from the courthouse. That's where the First Presbyterian Church was. So it went up to there, and one of the members of the church, one of the Coleys, I believe it was, got a little black boy to take a bucket and go up to the top of the church and pour some water on it and save the church. And then it went across to the courthouse and down the other side of Main Street and back behind that, and the street behind Main Street, and down what is now Green Street to where Thomas Motors is. That used to be Wilbanks Motor Company, and that's where the Methodist Church was at the time of the fire. And then it went up where the South Trust Bank is now. On the other side, where Piggly Wiggly is now, there was a hotel, and it burned the hotel and all that area in there. But the amazing thing about it was that by I don't know, about the middle of the afternoon, I guess they had it all in control. But the very next day, some of the businesses started opening back up, and some of the doctors opened their offices, and so it wasn't too long until they had a lot of help from outside. The newspaper was burned, and the office, it was burned, and the Opelika, I believe it was Opelika paper, called to let them know that they could use their presses, and so they didn't miss any issues of the newspaper. And things like that, all help from all around came, and it was just built back in less time than you'd think it would take, because the people were just so dedicated to overcoming that hardship.
The entire downtown business district was destroyed by the fire, with losses totaling $400,000. Business people such as the Frozens recuperated from their losses quickly and continued to expand their services to local people.